Greetings one and all, and welcome back to Zayfard Plays Stellaris. So today we're going to be back with the Avian Techno Confederacy, my little tiny bubble of influence here. And actually that's the one cool thing with this. Unlike Galiciv, people can't come into your bubble of influence. This is your territory, they will not enter. So, last episode we're just getting started. We're starting to build up a starbase over here, a space station over here to collect energy. And we've explored completely our first system. So let's get time moving again. And get my science ship out. Oh, saving the game. Thank you, autosave, exploring this system. And this system. And this system for me. And my fleet, if you can go over here. Then here, then here. Oh, hang on, contact reports. Remnants. The Avian Techno Confederacy is abuzz with the news of the alien remnants studied by the inspecting eye. These leavings are considered definitive proof of purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone, or we're at least not the first to be so. Interesting. Well, I think that means we have something new in situation. No, we don't. But that's a reply to the special research we did in the system last episode. So we'll continue to get you to look. Oh, hello. Encounter in Kraz. We've encountered some form of alien vessel in Kraz system. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha aliens, so we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Well, that is interesting. Oh wow. News of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Yaris Prime, in many ways ending the first chapter in the book of the Alien Techno Confederacy's bid for a stellar empire. I love this. This changes depending on your race. If you're a xenophile, you're excited. If you're xenophobe, you're not. In fact, hatred and describe them as sort of a... It changes every single time. We'll have to see more of these. I'm going to hit that on pause, so this has now introduced something in the situation log. Sorry about that. Investigate the alpha aliens. We can spend some time researching them, which will be 180 days. But we'll pause our research of this type, which is society. And it won't always be society, it'll be physics, it'll be engineering. But I think it's worth it, so we're going to research the alpha aliens who are over here in Kraz. Now we're going to continue getting my fleet to look around at all the worlds we can reach. Excellent, that was just in our area. We'll investigate all of these. And at some point we'll have to go out here and extend our reach a little bit. Alright, let's get this time moving again. We'll make it fastest. For now. Okay. Oh! Hello. Maybe fast is a bit too fast to see what's going on. Habitable World Survey. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Yaris Prime. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenologists are urging us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Well, that is a commendable initiative. Well done, guys.
Situation log updated.
Okay, Dive's completed the construction of a mining station in Ricari's Roost. Excellent, let's hit pause. I'm going to want that smaller. So, down here, we have completed this station.
Mining stations are used to extract the minerals and strategic resources of the object they orbit.
Thank you, Bear. It's now completed this, so we're now getting an extra 2 energy credits from it. Now, I could do with more energy credits because we haven't got many coming in, so... You come over here for me, please, and build a mining station. As you see, even though we're paused and it's not started construction, the resources needed have already left. That's really useful. So the second you say build it, including all, if you do multiple ones as well actually, so if you say build me 3, it'll take all the resources at once. Possibly useful, possibly negative. And if we cancel it, by pushing somewhere else, that will go as well. So in fact actually, let's see, construction ship, move here instead. Resources have come back. If we move them here, we can actually get more minerals, which will probably be better used for us. And we'll move this down to fast, because fastest is too fast for me to keep my head around. Okay, where's my science fleet? It's going out and observing all the ships in my influence. So yeah, this colour here is my space. Oh, we've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Baham system. These strange objects have been flagged as beta aliens. Fascinating. We'll investigate as well later. Okay, so my science is done here. Yes, over here there are... You can see from the space map, so I'm going to pause this a bit so things go slower. You can see on these worlds, they have planets. So if there's a habitable world there, you'll be able to see it. Mouse over will tell you the type it is. So we have a tropical world here, which is here, which has a 80% habitability. Why was I saying hospitality? Habitability for our species. So this would be a good world to colonise. However, as we've not surveyed it, we know nothing about it. Now over here there are two habitable worlds. There's Riador 3, which is a tundra world. Tundra world. I think that was the right one. Tropical world even, and that is good for us. But there's also this one, which is arid, which only gives us 15% habitability, which does something. I don't quite know what that does, but it's not good. And there's more over here, so a Gaia world, which is good for everyone. And of course, that's going to be the first one I want. 100% habitability, it's perfect. We need that world. So our first colony ship is going there. Now that's going to expand our borders, which will be really useful for us, and it's a fantastic world. Oh, wow, there's a lot of these going off quickly because of our wormhole tech, so we can move very quickly. We wormhole out... your teeth in Zayfard. We wormhole out the solar system. Have a quick look, wormhole back, then wormhole out to the next one. The big disadvantage with wormhole, I can go from Yaris to Hirim, but if I want to go from Hirim to say Baham, I have to go from Hirim to Yaris, then to Baham. So it is a bit slow, but you go very quickly between the areas, and you have a huge amount of reach. I mean, this is insane I can get this far this quickly compared to the other methods of FTL. However, there has been an encounter in Hirim, which is what brought me to that thought process. We have engaged some form of alien vessel in the Hirim system. These strange objects have been flagged as gamma aliens until we've learned more about them. But the cool thing is, if you're a xenophobe, these will come up as gamma, as hostiles, as gamma threat. That's really cool, just how much changes depending on what kind of species you are. Now, government. We can do an emergency election, which I'm not going to do. And you can change these. I don't know how you change them, but you can change these. Oh, and here's our ruler. He is reduced building cost and has a longer lifespan. Let's see. Now, I know there's a way of changing this. I'm not going to worry about this for now. Okay. Let's go back into our solar system. Oh, no, it goes to the one you were last on. Let's go back to Yavis.
Special project complete.
Aha! Excellent. So, our first research into alien races has been complete. The spaceborne life forms, which the Silent head of society research has come to refer as Tayank, or however you pronounce that, are docile creatures, capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace as they roam from system to system with relative ease. Though nearly same ease as silent fleets. They graze on the gases common in the upper layer of many gas giants. It is highly unlikely, to say the least, this is their only food source. The intake of other nutrients has yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack even when provoked. They can be safely ignored. Well, hunting them would be a net loss anyway. And I've got that because we are fanatic materialists. So each of these will give you different options depending on your ethics. So if we were xenophobes, there would be an option here which is basically going, these guys suck. Xenophiles, we'd love them. Now sometimes these will lead to other research projects. However, I want to know what all of these are, so I'm going to do beta aliens. And after this I'm going to stop because I really need to do some serious research into the colonization so I can go and get that Gaia world. Construction fleet has finished. So if you would like to go over here and build this mining station, then when you're done, you can get the power one for me, please. Then we'll do some research. Let's see. First murder is complete, and it can't go anywhere else. So you can return home.
Construction complete.
Zayfard Prime has finished its construction. Fantastic. How does your surface look now? This world has no. This building has no one working on it. There will be somebody soon. In a few months, well, about 10 months. In the meantime, oh no, we'll leave that to run. I won't unlock anything else. Actually, so if I can clear this, I will clear this blocker as well. So you can spend some resources to get some blockers cleared. So this is a spawning slum, which will get destroyed, ready for something useful. Now these are different depending on what world you're on. So some will be volcanoes, or killer lions.
System survey complete.
Excellent, a survey is complete. Let's have a look at the other systems. So over here we can get an extra 2 energy credits, an extra research for both society
complete.
And research. Oh, excellent. Crystalline entities. The reports of strange, free-floating crystalline objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystalline satellites at first appeared inert. A sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships, and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with caution. Even should we not find a material use for them, studying a scattered crystal would no doubt yield interesting results. So, a couple of options here which will lead us in different events. Issue a special project for remote study of the crystals. This will create a special project, unsurprisingly, which will do just that. Or we expect our fleets to break them apart, where we'll have the crystalline entity shard event chain. Now I'm torn between both these because one is very good for the war and will probably get us extra stuff for military, but this one's actually very good for science. And we are primarily a science race. We are militaristic, but predominantly we are scientists.
Situation
so, a special process. And let's see what this one is. Take a science department with collecting data. So 90 days, slows down our physics research,
complete.
Which I'm not going to do. Our physics is too important at this stage. Okay, you're done. So, build the other mining stations. So I've just told him to do all of the mining stations in this system, of which there's only one. But if there was more, he would have done all of them.
Updated.
Go and build everything there, and they'll just go to the system with a construction ship and build everything. So the micromanaging is really minimal here. It's fantastic. Oh, we have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Viador system. These strange objects have been flagged against Delta aliens.
Evading
Interesting.
hostile fleet.
Oh, hello. Science ship inspecting eye has encountered a hostile alien vessel. Okay, so let's go to the location, see what's happening. Ooh, okay. There's a hostile fleet over here. First murder, go and deal with them for me, please. They are a threat and damaging my science ship. Thankfully, he's on I'm a coward, run away stance. So he is running away quite quickly. In the meantime, our military fleet is going to warp in. In fact, he's on the way now. Ah, that ship's already gone. Fine. Well, military fleet. Go over here. You already are. Science fleet. Come back and survey the system, please. I want to know what's there. And our military ship's going to be on hand to defend you. Okay, so back to our main system. How's everything going? Well, we're building yet more power, which is good. Zayfard Prime, nearly there. And the cool thing we can do is from here we can then drag and drop this guy into any other area as he's building up. But things are coming along nicely. Our research is going well. Let's see. So yeah, halfway there, 15 months left. Excellent, and fleet orders are now complete, so our construction ship, you return back to base for me please to reduce your upkeep. Let's now got us some more of these. In fact, actually, how much for the research? No, build me the research station, please. So I've almost completely done this area. Oh, hello! Abnormal conditions. As our science ship scans the surface of Rialdor 2, it becomes quite clear that we have found something out of the ordinary. Rialdor 2 has conditions unlike anything we've seen before. We will surely come across even more irregularities like this as we survey new planets, and should not underestimate their impact on our expansion. But what's happening over the Rialdor? Rialdor 2. Oh, barren world. Okay, so now we've had a look at Rialdor 2A, we can actually go and look at the surface and see what it's got. And this has got huge amounts of blockers. This is a worthless world to us. But that's fine, we now know this and have a chance to deal with it. Our scientist ship is just busy working away, researching everything for us, which is excellent. Now, there's several ways. Oh, an anomaly. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. We can have a look at this, with a risk of 12. Let's do it, let's see what happens. Only 12% chance of failure. And we've got a first murder here to look after it. So let's see, how's Yavis doing? Excellent! So he's done, we've got even more power coming in. We've got this guy turning up. So he's coming onto the new power area, which is fantastic. Let's see, there are ways to upgrade this. Mineral output's adjacency effect. Really useful. You can get so much information here. Well, while everything's going on here, let's have a look at ship design. Oh, hang on, towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Rialdor 1. Massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. That's interesting and it's given us an extra 3 one-off research and engineering. Oh no, sorry, no, Rialdor's now got the ability to do more engineering research. Oh, fantastic! Did not notice that. So anyway, while this is going on, Via, would you explain a bit more about ship designers for me, please?
All the ships in use within our empire are designed here. New hull sizes and components will be unlocked as we research new technologies.
Thank you, Via. Now, I'm not going to do anything to this now. I'm going to wait till I get some more updates to go and do this.
Complete.
Speaking of which, we've now completed ion thrusters, so first we're going to need new research. So, we've had a filter through of all of these, and I can now choose new things to research. Now we've got the Therium Refinery. Now this is quite cool. This reveals a resource which can be used to build certain ships, certain things. In this case, power plants. So you'll need one of the Betharium to keep the power plant going, and it'll give you a lot of power. Or I can get better missiles, which is always good. Or a better mining network, which will do, let's see, extra minerals, which is good. Or I can get better armor for my ship, to defend my ships. Now, I'm torn between the fusion missiles, which are pretty cool. More damage is good. However, I think this is going to be more useful to me in the short term, and it's going to be more useful now. As we can get better power plant. Actually, no, it's not that useful now. This is more useful. We can get more mineral production, so let's get that. More mineral productions. And we've almost got the research done, which is fantastic. However, now there's a reason to go back into here. So these are the ship designs. You'll see there's loads of lift slots. But you can just put whatever you have in there. At the moment, I have no options. Except for here, where I can choose faster ships. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do proper designs later, once I have better missiles, but I can change the design there. That's really cool, and I can tell the ships to go and upgrade. Now, Let's see, John Doe. Don't build the mining stations there, please. What's going to happen, our construction ship, the Roostmaker, so the Roostmaker class, is going to go over to Jondas, going to wormhole over there, and start building the ships. So, building these stations for me. It's going to start with Jondas 1 to get me some power, then move over to here. That's really nice. I can control everything from the ship, from the overview. That is really cool. How's my science ship doing?
Research
That's doing well.
complete.
It's almost completed looking through this system. When you're done, over here please. And research is done. Administrative AI. Ooh. Sorry about that. So, a bit bubbly tonight. We now have an extra 5% research speed, which is fantastic. And now we can look for the next level. Well, the next amount of research for us. Now there's nothing which can give us a bonus from this guy. So we can either go for better deflectors. So we have better defensive shields, which is awesome. Or basic combat roll, so we have better fire rate, which would be quite cool. Better reactors, which will also be useful. Or we can go for extra energy storage. So that's one of the things in this game. You have a limit to how much of your energy and your minerals you can actually store. So this field modulation will increase that by 250 on just the energy storage. So it'll go up from 2,500 to 2,750. More importantly, it'll unlock the level 2 power plant and Betharian power plant. This will go nicely actually with the Betharian over here. So not over here, I've not done that. When we get the Betharian, it'll go nicely with that. And it will improve our type of power plants. So I'm going to go for this one. Better power plants, more energy, more resources, always good. Okay, let's get progress going again. Okay, so our first murder's doing nothing. Having said that, this system's already been pretty much explored.
System survey
In
complete.
fact, it has. So, science fleet's going out to do research elsewhere. We'll send the fleet over to defend it. Because this is the important one to me. Let's see, how far away are we from the colony ship? 17 months. Wow, it's already been 4 years since the game started. I love that the game just time moves so quickly. Because this is the idea, we're going to be going through a long period of time. Nothing is happening quickly in terms of time for our empire. For us, it's going fairly quickly. Oh, construction fleet ship is done. Okay, well, we have enough, so go create... can't afford the mining stations, because that's going to be 337. So you know what? Build me my research stations here. So let's get more engineering and social research. We're getting a bit low on the physics, so we'll have to do something about that. Let's see, how are you doing? You're coming along nicely. Once this is done... Actually, can I upgrade anything? No, not yet, but I will be able to. I'll see where the next people are going. Actually, no. I'll clear this to try and encourage the next member of our species, the next Silen, to go here where there's physics research. And I'll put better our research station there. So it'll be +1 to everything, as well as the normal +1 to physics. Start to get everything to catch up. Excellent. Where's my science ship? You're over here. Researching away nicely. Now I want to know what's on the Gaia world so I can get the colony ship there when it's ready. Yeah, this is lovely. It just gives you so much information at your fingertips. Oh, hello. Fleet order finished. Construction, yep. And... okay, Feathers of Silent has gone an extra level up. Fantastic. As is Claw of Red, who is our science ship. Fantastic.
Construction complete.
Okay, construction is done, which is nice. Construction ship is doing well. We've almost got the research done there. Then we're going to need some more income. So the biggest one we're hurting on is minerals. So you can go over to... oh, we can get minerals and power here. I've never seen that before. Okay, if you can build a mining station for me as your next job. So that'll give us +1 minerals and +1 power, which will be fantastic. Oh, and somebody I missed has leveled up. Okay. Has anything nasty turned up here? What's this? Space whale. They are about as powerful as we are, if not a bit more. But they are leaving us alone, and that's fine. However, the Gaia world has been explored. It's not huge, but we have a few blockers, but some good stuff here. That's definitely worth taking. I mean, it expands our border, it's definitely worth it. Once we can. Okay, science ship, once you've finished over here, this has an ocean world. Go and explore that for me, please, as the next job. Okay, construction is going along nicely. Getting in close. Now, one of the things we will be able to do later... Well, at the moment we can build wormholes outside of space. So, this line is within the gravitational well. We cannot build wormholes here. This is outside of the gravity well, and we can. Though not too far out, apparently. Which is useful, but not useful yet. That'll probably be more useful over here, at the edge of my territory, to expand how far I can jump. Okay, possibly actually at this point, let's learn a bit more about some of the other ones. Actually, first, let's have crystalline entity, and let's go gamma aliens as well. Let's research both.
Hostile fleet.
Oh, hello. A hostile fleet is in the Hirim system, preventing him from working. I do not approve of that. First murder, go in there and have a chat. Research is complete, so colony ships. Fantastic! Calculating required resources and gear required to establish a planetary colony allows us to herd brave pioneers into a grand ark ship, confident that they will survive the long voyage across the stars to a new home. Excellent! So, what do we want from you? Well, we have nothing but good options here. Army upkeep, which will reduce the cost of our military, and the military academy, which will mean our armies build quicker, but that's a building type we have to use. We can get orbital hydroponic farms so our star bases can give us food. It's excellent. More frontier clinics. Only one per planet, but makes the planet more habitable, and gives a 2 food production. Or we can get galactic ambition, which will give us an extra 20% range, and unlocks the intel science and survey data. Allows us to view other empires' survey data on planets within their borders. Okay. I think actually the frontier clinic will be useful. Now that that's done, let's go to Yaris Prime. I'm going to want a colony ship, which I can't afford yet for quite some time. It's nice to tell me how much we're lacking. Sadly, we are lacking. And annoyingly, the construction ship has just run away. Even more annoying as there's nothing in there to run away from. Oh well. Could be worse. And you know what, I'm just going to let my resources go up at this point. I want that colony ship, so I'm prepared to wait right now.
Special project complete.
Crystalline entities are unbreakable. The crystalline entities, the name itself, a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Yaris Prime, are probably alive. An earlier and perhaps more descriptive name for them was silicate animate matter, as they have little in common with biological life. They are solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereignty rarely seen when more than a sentinel and a small cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly being subservient to the sovereign of the group, the subtle nuances of the crystalline entity's social hierarchies are lost on us. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to an earlier hypothesis, the shift in hue between individual crystalline entities seems to be related not to their age, but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as if through sporadic fluctuations in their charge after the your teeth in Zayfard. and it appears as if those sporadic fluctuations in their charge alter the refractive properties of the crystal. Okay, we'll find some use for this information. That'll be a special project. No, it won't. I missed that. That's a shame. Okay, so things are coming along nicely. Our science ship has finished where it was looking. Go over here for me and survey this system. First murder, go over here as well. It's a real shame that this system is a useless system. Okay, however, I've just seen the time and I'm afraid we are all out of time for today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. We've been exploring a bit, we've been improving our systems, improving our incomes, and getting a good amount of tech coming through. Our research is going up nicely, but definitely needs to go up more. For our next episode, we're going to create the colony ship. We're nearly there. Nearly got the money we need, for the minerals we need for it. Go and colonize our first world, which will be the Gaia world over here. As well as trying to build up some of the resource gatherings. So I'd like this physics. These researches will be really useful, as will the productions. I mean, those are going to help a lot. We're already building up on Theodore 2, which will help. No end. We'll get the mining station from there. In fact, no, that's already done. We'll continue building up here, getting the resources, getting the science, and starting to build out our empire, and hopefully soon start meeting people. I'm actually surprised we haven't yet. Normally Wormhole you meet people quite quickly. But that is for tomorrow night's episode. So again, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I do hope you'll join me for the next. However, until then, farewell.